My name is Jesse Braxton. I was a victim of a plane crash, and until my death, was stranded on an island left to fend for myself.
Video log entry 12. Making potions is fun. I feel like Walter White before he broke bad. Turns out, another use of blaze rods is strength potions, so I made a few of them, but I mainly use them to make fire resistance potions, to help make fighting the blazes a bit easier. Something I noticed yesterday that the main power from the blazes' attacks comes from the fire itself, so if I take that away, then they can't really do much damage. I also said I needed feathers for the arrows, but that part is actually a bit tricky. It might seem surprising, but there aren't many species of bird here. So far all I've been able to find are chickens. I spent most of the day looking for them, but with not much luck. By the time I had found some, it was already getting a bit dark, but I had spent too long looking to turn my back on them now. There was a small group of 3 just minding their own business, so I crept up quietly and quickly killed them with my sword. But just before I left, I noticed a few loose eggs laying near where the chickens were, so I grabbed them and brought them back here. But by now it was really dark, and I could already start to see things walking around in the distance. I had to hurry back if I didn't want to die with all this stuff. For the majority of my journey, I was safe, but when I got to the base of the mountain, I looked around to make sure nothing would follow me up. It was then that I noticed 2 purple dots in the distance. I was curious as to what they were, but I knew getting to the safety of my house was more important than my curiosity. It felt almost instantaneous. As I looked away from the dots, I heard a sudden noise coming from behind me. I turned and didn't see anything straight away, but I kept my back to the mountain for good measure. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw this tall, purple being coming towards me. Dark purple skin and bright purple glowing eyes. Those were the dots that I saw. It was about 1.5 times my height, with long arms and even longer legs. I realized this was one of the dragon's minions, and it had a really angry look on its face. With my sword in hand, I quickly hit it in the chest as it got close. But just like that, it disappeared. And then I heard it again, coming from my right side. So I quickly turned, and instead of attacking its chest this time, I slashed at its legs, which seemed to work because it couldn't teleport for some reason. A few hits later, and it let out its final roar, and dropped this weird-looking ball. The sound it made was even scarier than the tentacle thing in the nether, and much louder too. After that, I raced up the mountain, not looking around at all, and before long I was within the safety of these 4 walls. As soon as I got back, I put the 3 chickens in the furnace and got them cooking, and with some flint, sticks and feathers, I was able to make a few arrows. As regard the ball that the Enderman dropped, I think that's what they're called. I'm pretty sure it's one of the keys that I'll need to get back. How cool does it look there? And on that note, I think it is time to finish off here. So tomorrow I'll go back to the nether and collect all the blaze rods that I need. While I'm there, I'll also take out a few of those flying creatures and see what I can gather from them. So until then, Braxton out.